What's going on, guys? I want to jump on here real quick and talk about something very important in just a second. And it is in regards to a lot of people putting solar panels on the roof of their vans. I'm going to refer to the ProMaster, but this is for any vehicle that you put these solar panels on. There's a big thing going around with these YouTube channels for VANLIFE for putting solar panels on their RVs and vans with just VHB tape. As I get VHB tape is strong, I cannot stress this enough to think about something here real quick. VHB tape is a tape, okay? And it doesn't stick to all surfaces. You can argue all day long, but VHB tape, it doesn't stick to wood, doesn't stick to porous surfaces. If you have surfaces that have little grooves or little ways for air to get up under them, it will not. The VHB tape will not stick to it. Now, it's a metal surface, it will stick. However, on the ProMaster, you've got those grooves of those vans that go down, those little wells for drainage. You know, no matter what you do, don't fill it with Dicor or do those, because water drains. You don't want that just sitting on your van. Those Renogy, if you go look back at the video where I put my solar panels, I have those Renogy brackets, those heavy ones that are, I can't remember what the material is. They look plastic, but they're not. It's a heavier material than that. The surface doesn't, not all of that bracket goes onto the roof. It's hanging over a little bit of that. And there is VHB tape. I did use VHB tape, but I put some screws into the top of the van on those things, and it's easy to do. And I'm telling you, because someone asked a question in the ProMaster build out forum yesterday, what's your take on VHB tape? Should it be fine? I'm like, it'll be fine, but you need to put a screw in it. And then another guy says, no, VHB tape has huge redundancy or whatever he said. You don't need it. Yeah, I'm going to beg to differ on this. I'm going to tell you right now, you need to stop and think about the what if. When you're looking at that and that VHB tape, ask yourself, are you sure you want just VHB tape? Because even Will Prowse, go watch Will Prowse's video of him installing them. He'll tell you, drill a pilot hole and put a screw in it as an extra means of protection. Because I'm telling you, he even says put a lead line on it in case it does come off, that it won't go flying. Because unless you have an RV and the equipment stated and you have something stated in your policy, and most of these vans are not the case with that. Mine isn't. You are ultimately responsible for whatever that solar panel hits. You total somebody's car, you hurt or kill somebody. Listen, those solar panels that go through somebody's window, you can kill somebody. You got to think about that stuff. Whatever you do, it takes no effort. Go watch my video. We use self-tapping metal screws. Now, just don't get too long, and make sure when you put the screw in that there's no wires up under close. You don't want to put a screw to that. Self-tapping metal screw. Drill a pilot hole in that, because you're gonna have to drill a pilot hole to put the, I'm talking about if you have those Renogy mounts, a pilot hole to get it into your solar panel. But whatever bracket you use, put a screw, drill a little pilot hole, and get the screw into the roof of the van. You can put Dicor over the top of the head of that screw, but I'm telling you, please stop and think about this, because you've got these channels, and Will Prowse did it, and he did a good job. I'm Not Lost on RV and did it on their Itasca Viva, which was the same as my Winnebago Trend, and that wasn't a metal roof, and he used VHB tape, but I still don't think it's the safest to do that, and maybe they need to put some screws in there, because again, air gets up under there and wind, you don't know. Weather extremities can separate that tape. I get it, VHB tape is strong, it is, but again, it doesn't stick to every surface, and things can happen. It can, guys. You got to think about that. That channel, if I remember, Hobo Tech or something, he did it. He had a fiberglass roof on his, and I was a little leery of that. He hadn't talked too much about whether it held or not, but I'm just telling you, just think of what could happen. It's an extra precaution. It's nothing to put a screw down there and make sure it stays. Put a couple of screws on each. I put two, one on each side, wherever I could. And we put a little Dicor over the top of it. It's sealed. It's not going to leak. There's no water leaking. It's just fine. But I want to get on it real quick and tell y'all, please think about that when you're thinking about VHB tape and mounting solar panels. It's a word of caution. because there could be some misinformation out there, but not intentionally of misinformation. So a lot of these guys doing this and, hey, it's great, it sticks. But not all of them are going to get on and tell you it didn't work or if it didn't. But the jury's still out. That panel could come flying off their van at any given time. You don't know. So just think about it. It's tape, guys. No matter how strong it is, it's tape. The friend of mine, you'll see him in the video, helped me put these on. He kept looking at me going, you sure? Because this is tape, man. You don't know. I think we need to put an anchor or screw in there. And being me, as cautious as I am, I'm thinking, yeah, we need to do it. You know, it's your gut feeling. Don't go against that. Because you are ultimately responsible for whatever that panel hits, even your own vehicle. Think about that for a minute. So anyway, I want to get on and cover that real quick. And please, just be careful. That's my word of caution, and I hope that helps. Be cool. Bye.